डर से भागना क्या, गेम से डरना क्या? The game is in you, the arena's waiting for you. Let out your war cry, तू जीत के दिखा, डर के आगे आ. दुनिया को competition, we're in this to win this. No mistakes now, one wrong move, you're out of the game. They're screaming your name, so tell me, are you game?
Hey guys, this is the Duel Gamers Arena Islamabad Qualifier. This is going to be a very chill beginning of the cast because we have a paused match. For you today we have tea time, which is myself, and the other guy, which is irrelevant.
Hey guys, I was paid last minute.
You were paid? Why?
Oh no. Cat's out of the bag.
like you didn't deserve to be paid.
Uh-oh.
Oh well. Game's gonna be starting pretty soon. We're just having a few technical difficulties. Most says that a computer is being changed. I'm not gonna lie, we're not entirely sure about who's got the weird name? You said someone had a weird name.
Well, there's H2SO4, and then there's just a guy called D, and his profile picture is
a D.
A D.
That's fine. D Desi D. See Samarino. That's
I'm gonna go on his profile and check what his actual name is, so I can. You know what? No.
D's fine.
I'm not.
D's legit. D is very legit. Okay, the echo should be fixed now.
At this point,
I'm not wrong.
I feel like right now this is more of an ASMR channel than it is a CS:GO stream.
Well, it's not my fault. No one's playing right. See, the problem is because no one's playing, I can't tell if my volume is 0 for the game or not. No.
Yeah, it feels like it's 0 for me.
It feels like it's 0, but I just press escape and I checked different things. Like, hey, it's all good. We are professional casters and we have fixed the issue of audio echoing. Right, so Faraz, are you excited, Faraz? Am I making you feel super hyped, Faraz?
Yes, especially the monotonous low voice.
Well,
I have to agree that
you know
it makes
what they
me
say.
feel very excited.
It's supposed to be.
No, I don't know what to say.
Very. Beginning, we slow it. Called pacing, Faraz. If you were a professional caster, you would know that.
Unfortunately, I'm just an extra.
As long as you recognize that one day you might be able to get promoted. Lucky sidekick who dies.
Well, we're not in a movie. We're in a cast, and perhaps if you were a professional caster, you'd know that.
But are we?
No, we're not. Here we are.
Us, we're in a movie. Break it to you, but Olin, and he said that there has to be method.
Is that why you keep saying my first name? Is that why you keep saying my first name over and over? To make me anxious?
No.
Okay, there we go again. Okay, Mamoon.
Faraz,
A moon.
Like the logo. Quite nice. Even if it looks a little bit like a 7. It looks like a 7 just drifted. Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. It's like a 7 just drifted in and like scratched the ground as they were going, and that created that line. Like a really baller.
Not gonna lie, the aliasing on that logo makes me feel like it was made on MS Paint.
The what?
The aliasing, like around the edges, the staircase effect.
Ah.
Around the edges.
Well, Faraz, don't you go diss in MS Paint?
There's nothing wrong with MS Paint. I was just pointing out what software was used.
No, Faraz, you sounded like...
I mean, if I had to condescend, my target would be something like Photoshop or Lightroom, not the mighty MS Paint.
Who uses Lightroom to do logos? I don't think anyone's ever used Lightroom to do...
I was just putting it up there with software that is generally seen as very good, but like low key, we know that it's not. It's all about MS Paint. And of course, Paint 3D.
Paint 3D is legit.
Have you ever used Paint 3D?
Really cool.
It's
have.
legit.
It's so cool. I really wish I still had my graphics tablet to mess around in Paint. That's so cool.
Unfortunately, you don't.
What knockout? This is being held at Knockout Gaming. I googled Knockout Gaming, and apparently it's a really big brand, which is a turnkey casino platform. So I feel like this might be a slight copyright issues.
Knockout Gaming, Pakistan.
Oh, Knockout Gaming Lounge.
It says Gaming Zone here. I'm looking on Facebook at the moment.
Okay, I'm at like Knockout Gaming Lounge for.
There's a.
This is
there's a picture of Brock Lesnar. I don't think this is the one.
Knockout Gaming Zone. It's
And this one's just a Facebook profile. This guy's first name is Knockout.
And they are sharing memes that say, "Likhoge hoge kharab, khiloge PUBG banoge nawab," which isn't true, by the way.
Okay, I'm gonna have to unfriend you for that. Just quoting that in itself, yeah, I'm just gonna have to unfriend you for it.
Thank God. But
all right, we're live.
We are going live. Thank you for stealing my thunder. And now we end the movie. And we're live. Zephyr versus Raven. Gonna be the first game of the Islamabad qualifier. Let's get into it. I don't know why you're speaking so low all the time for us, but maybe you shouldn't be like that if you're gonna be casting.
Well, I was taught about pacing, but speaking of pacing, Zay will be rushing up B, and unfortunately he's going to get his head chipped off. Doesn't get much of an opportunity to fight back, as there's a USB coming his way.
This is a really weird setup from the CT side, not gonna lie. They've got a player very aggressively postured towards mid, but he's not going for the wraparound. So instead, it's going to be a straight up duel towards the A side. Shaji's in a very slow rotation position, but still a 4v4 on the A side will begin with Enigma taking down Legit. Dope and 1-on have already found 3 more though, and that puts him in a 3v1 as Sulfuric Acid, the main man himself, will look to provide a little bit more than a basic reaction, but it seems like he's just not acidic enough. How acidic is sulfuric acid?
I wouldn't know. I was never much of a chemist myself.
It's 2.75. That's really acidic. He is not doing his name justice.
Zephyr, though, they were able to get that round pretty convincingly. Raven didn't stand a chance there. But it looks like they're going to be making their way towards B this time around. The bomb is there as well, so it looks like there shouldn't be much indecisiveness there. A player waiting in the back in TV room with a deagle, making sure that there's no push. But Zephyr, oh, they only have one player on the B bomb site, so this could actually work out for Raven, even though they only have Glocks. At the very least, though, I do think they have the opportunity to get a bomb plant here. Was that a sound? I think they gave off some noise. They might have, like, while creeping up here in apartments.
Maybe
But
one on
Brimstone's
her.
still jump peeking.
Oh, one on's coming in from behind. He could take down Enigma, maybe. This is a big one. Enigma's the one with the deagle, so you kind of hope that he'd be able to get at least one quick kill, but he's turned around at the wrong time. And now they know that they've been pincered in, so they have to turn around and try to finish one on off. One on though, he's ready. They've got clocks, he's got an MP9, and he's dead. Which isn't the best, but at the very least, did get himself quite a bit of that money before actually taking a fall. Dope will make sure that the players are going to be, you know, caged in, pincered in towards one particular angle, but let's see if they want to go under plus. Seems like the answer is no. Brimstone will finish them off. And here we have Zay with a deagle. You know what Zay does with a deagle for us?
Gets a headshot through a wall, apparently.
Yes, for us.
There is one thing to note here, though. I don't think Zay's going to be able to get it, but anyway, I think Raven spent a lot of empty time there where Zephyr weren't being pressured at all. They were just waiting in apartments. That actually gave Zephyr the opportunity to creep up behind them. And on top of that, they weren't using sound or any audio cues whatsoever to try to bait out utility. What they were doing is they were chilling in apartments. And what that does effectively is just put the pressure on the T side because the time is ticking down without actually taking away any utility from the CT side.
I'm proud of you. You gave the correct analysis this time.
This time,
I've had a few casts where I've been very triggered by analysis you've given. Oh, but on the bright side,
generally though, I do tend to stay away from analysis, especially in qualifiers, and most of that, the reason for that is that I'll often think of a grand plan that the T's might come up with, and apparently that's not what they were thinking of. They were just pugging it out, hoping for the best, you know. So I don't want to give them a post-facto analysis when that's not what they were even thinking of.
Okay, you can give them credit that they might not deserve. That's fine. Flashbanging over will be Rob trying to make sure D can get in quick, but D's actually avoided that flashbang as well. A secondary flash will also be doing literally nothing, but that's because one on is on the other side to try and take them down, and he's gotten two. Dope follows up, and Dope might be able to continue that follow-up unless Brimstone, who is now burning away. The irony of that is not lost on me, as Dope is lost to me and us and the city side. 4v2, Brimstone, here he comes.
That was pretty clean.
Was pretty nice. Might be even nicer if he would actually take down Zay.
Gets a follow-up.
Oh my god, guys, you're right behind him. Kill him, please.
That took way longer than it should have, but Zephyr eventually gets 3 rounds on the board. Now Raven still on 0, and speaking of zeros, there are 2 more zeros for Rob and D, as they haven't managed to get a single kill so far. But it's only 3 rounds in, so that is expected.
Actually, 3 more zeros. Legit also hasn't had a kill.
Yeah.
Thanks for being biased.
I was only looking at the T side, so.
Thanks for being biased, regardless.
Oh, you're welcome.
Your manners. Pleb.
I don't like it when someone Reddit speaks me in real life.
Nah, pleb's a real word. What are you talking about?
Sure it is.
Yeah, it is. It comes from.
Well,
it's slang for plebeian.
No sane human being uses that abbreviation in normal conversation.
Yes,
okay.
they do. It's something that literally originates in 18th century England.
Yeah, but I mean, I've only heard you say it, so like, I mean, insane human beings versus sane. The track record isn't very good.
You also have like half a friend other than me who can speak English. One on.
Fair enough.
Peeks out and takes out Enigma.
I'll have to give you that one.
In the meanwhile, though, sulfuric acid right here with the Tech 9. That is a spicy weapon that I really want to see do more damage than it is right now. I miss the old Tech 9. You know, the gold Tech 9, the good old days.
Yep, 32 bullets running willy-nilly.
All right, I forgot about the bullets.
Dude, 32 bullets? That was insane. It was pretty much an AK-47, but you had to tap it.
Completely forgot about that one. But legit.
And it was so RNG as well.
Oh yeah, very much. That's why I loved it. I was so good with it. Legit is waiting for them to come out from behind. He's the only man who's actually going to be able to defend this one. Shaji's holding a very tight angle, but it seems like a nice shot, man.
Oh, another one to follow it up.
Dodgy.
Might be going for a third. H2 walks into his crosshairs. Oh, tries to get more style points and does manage to get at least a little bit of them.
I like
Legit
it.
takes the final one down.
Got his first kill. That is good.
I mean, he put the effort in. I know he didn't get the one tab, but still tapping away, he was able to secure it eventually. So you have to give him credit,
especially with a name like Shaji. It's like the Karachi qualifier, good old Batab, and then we've got Shaji over here. Love to see that. I really do. I quite like it when like players go for more Pakistani names. It's quite nice. I know you don't, but hey, you're just a cultural heretic. That was a terrible flashbang. I'm not sure if you saw the flashbang down towards underpass, but that doesn't actually blind anyone because there's a small gap in the there's a small little cubby which it gets caught on, and it only blinds yourself and no one else. That's unfortunate, but at least there's no one there to punish
I'm really
them.
proud of you for understanding a micro level thing, which I think a lot of casters would miss.
Really cute when you try to be condescending about my casting.
It's very cute when you pretend to understand micro level mechanics such as movement and aim.
I don't even talk about those.
You truly try to treat this game like Dota, don't you? But anyway, I think we should pay more attention to the round here rather than ridiculing
there's someone
each
peeking
other.
out. Dope. Got the first. He could have maybe even stayed for more, but it seems like he's more relying on on the other side for the crossfire to be set up properly. And this could actually go very badly for them. Flashbang over, but it seems like the Molotov will be what actually arrives first and foremost. Zay's pushed out of position into the waiting arms of Dope.
That just leaves Rob. He gets one. He's looking for more, but I think he's going to be robbed of the opportunity very soon. Pun intended.
This is why I ridicule your casting more than actually.
Yeah, I don't think he has a snowball stance in hell here. 5-0, Zephyr. Pretty clean round so far. They haven't been losing too many players. This isn't looking too good for Raven.
What? No, it's fine. They'll come back. I have faith in Mr. Acid himself. You know, his pH value of 3.9. No, 3.75. My bad. Pretty acidic. Pretty toxic.
Nobody asked for the chemistry lesson, nerd.
You need a lot more than chemistry lessons, sweetie. 4 players inside the A main. They're going to be going in quickly. Legit will actually be taken down by D despite being flashed up. D's got 2. That is nice. And mildly surprising as well, to be honest. But here he goes. He's not done yet. The entry frag has gotten 2 so far. Can he get the third? It looks like he can. Flashbacks really just can't stop him.
Some really good entry fragging coming out from D, and I think he's going to go for the hunt as well. He's looking charged up. I think he wants to go for the ace here. No, he's going to hold on to his horses. Enigma gets Ion. Brimstone now left alone in a 1 versus 4. I guess he's just trying to do some damage before he doesn't even back off. He just stands there, takes a fight. It's not like they even have that much money. I don't know why he's going for it.
They do. They've got Charge who's balling out of control. It's enough. Like with the way the loss bonus works currently, you kind of need to make sure that the other team, even when they're winning rounds, they're losing as many guns as you can make them.
Fair enough.
So
I can take
yeah. Like, you know, Shaji was balling out of control. Now he's spent a little bit too much maybe, but legit AWP out on him. Interested to see what exactly he does with that. Will be a safe posturing on the CT side for now, but a very fast B take coming in from the T side. Molotov preempted will be stopping that. A secondary smoke as well. This is a full execute towards apartments, but it might be actually put out by a grenade right there. D gets the first. Brimstone is down.
They're able to get into the bomb site. The smokes are set up. All they need to do is get the plant down and hold off the CTs. Dope gets a kill around the smoke. Rob isn't able to spot him. Enigma trades 1. Dope is able to get a follow-up kill. And it's a 3 versus 3. The CTs are rotating in from market. And another coming in from the short area. Dope eventually goes down after taking down 2 players. Enigma with a double kill. And Shaji flicking to the second player on the van. He's looking for the player in apartment. And he flicks to the final one. And he should be able to get the defusal.
Do you see how high his sensitivity is?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's so high.
Yeah. It worked out for him, though.
It
Just
did.
that one stray bullet that flicked onto the van player. That was so unlucky for
Dude,
him.
I'm just amazed that you can play at sense like that. That's crazy. I think that's the first time I'm seeing that since maybe Woxic. But no, interesting round coming up from Raven over there. You don't generally see the double smoke over towards apartments anymore. That's something that you used to see a little bit back in 2015, 2016. But now it's become a little bit more HE heavy in the current metagame since 2018 at Chalice. So generally speaking, that's not advisable, but it almost worked out for them over there. They were put in 3 versus 1 before Shaji's high sensitivity came and rocked their boats. So hey, can't prepare for the high sense, you know.
Yep. This is going to be another B apartment stake, though, coming out from Raven. This could be bad, though. They don't have anyone watching behind them, but fortunately for them, the CTs have no intention of pushing up behind them. There are 2 players on B, though, so a nice crossfire setup is there.
Nice smoke, man.
And they're sending another player.
I like
Good
that
rotation coming out from Dope. There's going to be 3 players waiting on the other end.
One on, in position, waiting for them to come down. He's got 1, he's got 2, switches up for the AK. He wants to make this a little bit more for his stat score. In they go, Brimstone on the side, trying to get back up with the M4. Thought he'd have switched out as well, to be honest. But, oh, Brimstone. I like what I see there. Using the M4A1 properly, and Dope is actually able to lead through with a second kill as well. I'm not 100% sure how they were so confident about just, yes, let us fire into 2 different angles in there, but I guess it does make sense. I'm just more surprised that Dope wasn't trying to go towards, what do you call it? Yeah, the doorway. Yeah, the doorway. Just sort of
Yeah, the doorway. A very popular...
I mean, I don't know what you call the door in apartments otherwise.
Yeah, oh, look at Aya, though.
Oh.
Just pushing up.
Oh.
Gets an opening kill here.
Honestly,
I think Dope is trapped.
Yep. I'm not sure how you came up with that, but...
He had a molly out in his hand.
I know.
2 players were rushing at him. I'm like, yeah, he's done for. Yep.
Shaji, you gotta be the big man again, Shaji. Make it happen, make it work.
This is a really good setup for Raven. If they decide to do the split, Connector and Palace and wherever, it doesn't really matter if they send 2 ramp or whatever. But the split should work out for them because they really just have to deal with the Connector player and then they can smoke out jungle or molly or whatever. Do they have a molly? No, they do not. Even a flashbang would work at this point. As long as they can send 2 players up there, this should work out just fine for them.
Shaji's got a oh, this is so good. Shaji, throw your Molotov right now. You've got this, Shaji. I believe in you. If he chucks it out in 5 seconds, this round's done. Oh, that's beautiful. A deep one as well. Gives him time to be able to get in position to take down Enigma. And on the other side comes through Legit, who's pushing in. He's got a Molotov of his own as well. They've got the information. They've got the utility. And now they've only got to aim and fire. But fire comes back from H2SO4. But sulfuric acid will be
That was so nicely done with Shaji. So nicely done by Shaji. He preemptively mollied it out and he switched up his position because he knew that staying in that spot would have eventually sandwiched him, and getting that player onto Tetris. Of course, that was a bit of a mistake from the T side as well, as they didn't get the trade frag from Palace, but still, Shaji played it perfectly with his 4 billion sensitivity.
That was really nice, especially from... I really like what Legit did over there as well, because Legit, instead of throwing the Molotov over towards Palace or towards A main, he actually re-mollied T-Connector, because I'm surprised they did that, to be honest. They didn't actually get sound cues from the players, but it's really good to see that they thought that, hey, we can actually cover main and main and Palace pretty well if there's more people coming from there, but we're not going to be able to take care of anyone from Connector. So that was quite nice to see. Great utility usage from Zephyr. Not something, I'm not gonna lie, that's not something I always expect from the Pakistani scene, but very, very pleasantly surprised.
We're seeing a B heavy play yet again.
That is something I expect. But Shaji is also B heavy, and now they're making it a little bit lighter with no T's over here. Zay responds, and now it's
They still have 2 players on the B bomb site to deal with, though. Dope, he gets spotted around the smoke. Ian is there from short to take Zay down, helping his teammate there. 2 versus 4. I want to look at the perspectives of Enigma and H2SO4. Enigma trying to hold off the push behind him. H2SO4 is able to get dope. Enigma comes up behind him, takes down Ion, and it comes down to a 1 versus 1. Enigma has, he has the information on Legit. He's just waiting. Legit should be losing this duel as long as Enigma can play his cards right, but he's given away his position. He goes.
What?
What was I have? Oh god, this is where my brain just freezes. I'm like, I have not a clue. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish with that because...
No, like, I know what he was trying to accomplish. He was trying to basically just... I don't know how much time there was left, so maybe I'm wrong about this, but I think he was just trying to get the flashbang out.
I'm pretty sure there were like 40 seconds left.
Okay, then he was going to... because there's a flashbang that you can technically throw, which is a really hard flashbang, by the way. It's just that you bounce it off and... I'll talk about the flashbang.
You mean off of the ledge too?
No, you You bounce it off of the ledge and you make it come back and hit the tiny little, you know, the little ledge that sticks up. So, because normally the one that you're thinking about that you bounce off, that explodes earlier. This one looks like it's missed and it's going to go over, but it barely just bounces over there and it can sometimes fool someone. So he was trying to go towards A.
I highly doubt that that's the flashbang he was going for. So you can stop right there.
Okay, fair enough. There's a really weird, complicated flashbang over there. But hey, Dope gets another kill. They've gotten mid control. They've gotten 3 kills over there. So back to this round.
Zay, though, he's bringing it back. He gets a player. But is that enough? I think that's a little bit too late. But I mean, he's got 50 seconds. Dope, though. Able to get Zay. Rob turning around, somehow gets a second kill, but Brimstone is there to follow it up. But had Brimstone not been there, that would have been a doable round. I mean, a 1 versus 2 definitely in the realm of possibility. Zephyr, though, they're on double digits already with Raven lacking a 0 to make their points just 1. Well, just a single point.
Zephyr is making sure that we had a few delays earlier, but you guys don't have to worry. We'll stick to schedule.
Uh-oh. Ouch.
They're being nice. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. A team whose half of their armada so far has been going towards the B side. Yeah.
The funny thing is, Zephyr haven't even been especially focusing on the B bomb side. They're most of the time they're just sending 2 players there with a player in mid to have the possibility of the early rotation instead of playing from connector. Still, Raven aren't coming out on top in these duels, and even when they're close to getting the bomb down, Zephyr eventually get the rotations in, and I think Raven are spending way too much time on the bomb side, and they're not able to really capitalize on the space that they've created in the moments where they actually are able to create space, which is few and far in between.
Oh, they've made space a few times. They just don't have a very good default, to be honest. It's like, this is one of the problems I just have overall with Pakistani teams, is that you don't set up a default properly. That means your executes will be a lot less effective always. So, if they had a slightly better mid take, I think this would be going. But Dope, Enigma, both of them brought down a fair amount.
There are 3 players on the B bomb side this time around, though, and Raven, they don't look like they're going to be changing up their strategy anytime soon. Flashbang goes out. The bomb is still in B apartments, though. There's 40 seconds on the clock, so... Yep. 1 more player rotating towards B. This is definitely a B play. Not a chance that it's anything else. Enigma coming out through the smoke, gets taken down by Brimstone, and the rest of them should be torn apart as well, as there's a crossfire setup. Ion gets a follow-up kill. Almost gets another, but I guess he ran out of bullets there. Nope. The goes down. Brimstone. Rob was on top of Brimstone there for a second, but Zay
slightly
gets knocked off.
Hey, Zay's making work happen. He's in a 1v2 now. Maybe he can make this
11
work.
seconds.
No. That's all he needs. All he needs to run away with the AWP. See, I was right. I was right. He's even dodging the bullets. What a player. What a player.
Wow. Marvelously done. What a display of skill. But...
that's just a... Oh, by the way, it's not Ion. It's 1-on.
Sure it is.
Like 1-on-1. Like 1-on-2. Like 1-on-9.
I'm going to have to ask him, okay? Because
I'm just saying sure 1-on is a much better name than Ion. Like, what is this? Chemistry? Sulfuric acid.
I knew that joke would eventually be brought up when we spoke of ions.
Well, you know what kind of an ion you would be? Raz?
Alright. I don't get paid enough for this.
A bad one.
Like,
You know what kind of an ion I would be?
Legally obligated to pay here, or just.
You'll find out in a second, because Legit is getting a kill onto Enigma, which delays our talk of chemistry, and it delays our talk until Legit can get a few more, and Dope can come through to try and even the score. But seems like Legit is finally taken down, but Zay is the only man left alive, switches out for the AK-47, sees the leg of Dope, which is generally not what you want to happen, but in a 1 versus 1, now he's got a chance for himself, and now he's got a shot. Zay, beautifully done. And now back to it. You know what kind of an ion I am? You don't get to analyze that round.
Yeah, yes, I do actually, because you keep meowing during streams.
Yes!
I could be a cat ion.
I'm so glad you got that one. But no, actually, I would be an ion, because an ion.
Because you're negative.
No, it's because I am an ion.
You're negative and controlling
No,
and
I am
everything
just
bad in
an
between.
There's nothing wrong with being
Okay,
controlling.
sure.
Stop saying that.
There's nothing wrong with being controlling. I only have 10 prisoners in my basement.
That's not controlling, that's imprisoning. There's a difference. That's a hobby.
That's a hobby.
Legit
This is a
taking down
competitive
D,
sport.
and now Legit is taken down himself, but One-On actually has a chance to go one-on-one with Zay and remind him why an AWP isn't always better than a Deagle. In this case, it's because a Deagle can shoot twice. Enigma can shoot more than twice, so it turns out an AK beats all. Dope comes out from up above, and he's got the P250 to be able to quickly get that return frag. So still in a man advantage. Great trade kills coming out, and now it might even be Brimstone with even more, because he's got the P250, the untouchable gun. Oh, Dope! Nice to see. Not gonna lie.
That wasn't you calling out his name. That was you just saying that was a dope kill.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely what I was saying. Because I live in the 80s.
That's a radical round coming out from these gnarly dudes.
I really wish people from the 2000s wouldn't try and copy the 80s.
Yeah.
Like,
I totally butchered it.
Yeah, Brimstone waiting for the push to come through, but it seems like the M4 will be put to the test right now because he's missing a few shots initially, doesn't have that many bullets left, and has to switch out to the P250. Shaji making his way over, the high sense god, the king of the map, the man who can cover it all, because one flick will go from A site to B, and Zay will come through with only one kill. 13-2, and we'll be back very soon after playing. Oh my god, I can't do that, I forgot. And be right back in just a second. Welcome back to the Duel Gamers Arena. The second half has begun, and you are watching D taking down One-On, and Enigma will be continuing the trend of the CTs persevering, but it seems like Shaji will finally put a stop to it. Zephyr take control of the site. They will be able to get the bomb plant down, but sulfuric acid with a gap in the smoke will be able to neutralize them and keep on going through with another onto Dope. Leaves Legit alive.
Question mark?
Yes, always. 13-3. Raven starts things off the only way they could have.
I think there's very little to say about Raven's strategy because there, to be very honest, there isn't much strategy going on. It's mostly just trying to win out aim duels.
Why do you have to be so
and
negative?
on the Zephyr side, all right, completely ignoring him. I do think that it's all about Zephyr just overpowering them in terms of strategy, being able to sandwich them every time to try to go for plug style plays, but they're going to be moving up connector, not able to do much damage just yet, and as they're getting mowed down by SMGs left and right, they're able to get one kill off. Legit tapping away. Nope, nothing's gonna come out. Enigma eventually is able to take down Legit. Now, Raven, they have a couple rounds on the board. Things are starting to look up, but for how long? That's the question.
I miss Zephyr's CT side. They were so much more coordinated in that. This is just...
I mean, you've only seen eco rounds. So
that's
far.
true.
And eco and a pistol, so...
That is true. And that's enough.
Let's see how this one fares for them, though.
You're
Rob.
right.
Oh, Rob gets taken down by the mighty SG, and Shaji will be following it up with a kill onto H2SO4, which T-Time loves, calling sulfuric acid for the pizzazz of it.
It is what it is. A grenade. Oh, beautiful grenade! So much
damage!
That
stops them. What a divine nade there. Completely stopping them in their tracks, but is that going to be enough as they still have all 5 players alive? Now D, Enigma have to try to go for the retake. D takes down Brimstone, and Enigma left alone with his puny MP9. He's going to be left to the shadows, never to emerge again.
But also, I'm pretty sure being stopped in your tracks is not being damaged. I'm pretty sure being stopped in your tracks is actually being stopped. If they come out and get 3 other kills after that, they're not really stopped in their tracks, are they? They're really more just running over you as a train. Like the damage train, don't get me wrong.
That nade literally stopped them in their tracks.
No, it didn't. They literally just came out and killed everyone.
No. That took them a while to recover from. They were phased.
Let me talk you through the etymology of stopping them in their tracks. If you stop a train in its tracks, it is unable to move for a very long amount of time because restarting a train up takes a significantly more amount of coal, especially back in the 1800s when trains needed to use a lot more coal to power their steam engines during the initial phase of the Industrial Revolution. And because of that, the etymology of the term comes from there. Now we have electromagnetic trains, which is Zephyr, which isn't stopped in their tracks because they just keep on going and killing everyone in their path. One on will do the same thing as well. So he takes Enigma down. H2SO4 is able to get that response, but you're wrong, and I'm right.
Sure you are, buddy. Keep telling yourself that. Hopefully that'll let you sleep better at night.
Why does everyone get this flashbang wrong?
Wait. Where was the flashbang? I wasn't able to.
It was the same. It was exact same place.
Mid, right?
It was exact underpass. Exact same flashbang, okay. Exact same place. Daji just flashed himself. Guys,
what is going?
I'm not gonna lie, these are some of the more basic flashbangs. You should probably learn them.
Guys, this is pretty questionable now.
Still though, I'm not gonna lie, man. Zephyr seems that they don't need flashbangs. And that's always unfortunate to see, but they're probably pretty happy about that.
They're just popping flashbangs left and right at the expense of your sanity.
No, I'm very sane looking at this. It gives me a certain amount of pleasure knowing that at least there's one thing I can do better than certain players. Just throw flashbangs, guys. Oh. Yes. Dope does take down Rob. Dope looking to take down more than just Rob though. It seems like he's still thirsty for a little bit of a bite out of those sweet, sweet CT. Shit coming in from behind will take up all the cake though, and let's see whether they can get some crumbs as they will be brought down by Dope, who is able to embolden himself to the point of pushing in.
I can tell when a team is going to make a bit of a comeback when you start hyping up the little guy, because you have a good understanding of like whether or not the morale is up, and just generally whether or not they're losing based off of RNG and just misplays and all of that. And you're not hyping them up right now, so unfortunately I don't think that's very good news. But Zephyr is going to be making their way towards the B bomb site, jumping right in. D gets one head though with his deagle. Rob following it up. It's a 2-for-2 trade, but Legit will be getting the numbers in the T side's favor. Now H2SO4 and Enigma with a UMP and an M4A4 respectively. They will be moving in. This could potentially be the final round if Raven aren't able to go for this comeback, and now time is ticking down. The pressure is on them. Legit gets a flashbang for himself, but unfortunately Enigma actually, it works out in his favor. Now Ion and Enigma.
It's a one-on-one. one-on-one. That he's waited all his life for this. He's literally waited all game for this, and he's got the P250 headshot to start off, and he can take it out. His name was for this. He was born for this.
No!
But Enigma will kill him for this. But he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. Oh, Zephyr, the one-on-one. The chosen one. Right? Chosen one. You know how long I've been waiting for a one-on-one with him in the clutch, but he just goes in too early and he's always the one who dies. Like, not to say that's bad. He does get a few kills before that, but anyhow. Anyhow, guys.
We're still on schedule.
Yeah, we're still on schedule. Let's just put it that way. Zephyr, thank you for that, and we'll be back pretty soon if I can stop pressing shift down because I keep forgetting I'm not going to do that. We'll be back in just a little while. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.